Hey friends, it's time for another Drawing to Life tutorial by Relic Designs. Buckle up, it's going to be quick. First step is to make the frame. I use 19 gauge half hard sterling silver. Cut a good sized strand of that wire, and then from the middle, work your way up from the bottom of the drawing to the top, following the outline precisely. These loops are great for setting round gemstones later. Bring the two wires together at the top like so. Now we add anchor points for gemstones and aesthetic wires, making sure the main facet sits in there good, looks like it's nice and flat. I had this pre-assembled. Add it to the frame, making sure it aligns with the drawing like so, and now we're adding coils. Always double checking and making sure everything lines up with the drawing. Boom, add it to the frame, looking good. Time to set some of the accent gems. I'm going to use 24 gauge half hard round sterling silver to do this. Just a little prawn setting for each one of them. There are really good tutorials on YouTube of this setting that you can look up. Okay, time to go ahead and set them. Boom, boom, boom. I added the bottom trillion cut, and then next this round citrine. It's all about taking it one step at a time. It's not overwhelming if you do that. Next is this little 14 karat gold accent. Always make sure to go from the back to the front. That way the wires you don't want to be seen are hidden. This coil adds the wires of the bottom piece. Next added this amethyst. Time to add the aesthetic wires that are in the drawing. So this coil and this wire. I formed it to the drawing first and then added it just like everything else. Okay, it's a new day. There's some new lighting. I also added that second bottom citrine, and now I added that second 14 karat gold accent. I planned out one on top, one on bottom for symmetry. Now continuing to add aesthetic wires and fill space. Made this coil, bent it to match the design, and then I made this coil and bent it to match the design. It's really like building your own puzzle and then solving it. Okay, now we're making the bell with the extra frame wires that we had at the top. Bend them over some round pliers and then reconnect them to the frame. This is where the necklace will go through, and this looks like it'll sit flat and even. Okay, continuing on and filling more space. My drawings are never perfect, so I usually have to add at least a couple extra wires. Made this to the drawing and added it. Everything's looking like it's coming together pretty well now. I added this coil last because, again, working back to front. Okay, time to set the 17 karat ametrine. I take a piece of 20 gauge dead soft square wire and bend it over on itself and then add it to the frame. It's the same thing you're doing with the tiny prongs but bigger. This is a lot more difficult than it seems, and it really took some time. With big stones that are tougher, I personally put the stone in first and then bend the prong. Very carefully, of course, to not damage the stone. In total, it took 4 prongs, as you'll see in a moment. I honestly forgot to show it, but I added these final 2 gems and 1 more coil. And there's me. Here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you follow me, and I hope you join my Facebook group, Relic Designs. Feel free to rewatch and pause this video to make it easier to intake. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.